Chichichu. Stardew Valley. I don't play it regularly, but when I do, I just end up playing huge bursts of it at a time. It really sucks you in and keeps me playing because I just say one more day. And when those days last a quarter of an hour each, the time spent playing adds up fast without you even realizing. It's even worse with friends because they convince you to continue playing and vice versa. The fact that it's chilled out also means it's difficult to get tired and frustrated. I've never played Stardew Valley, but it's a game that honestly I think I want to get on the Switch at some point because I feel like it's perfect for that console. I'm really liking Animal Crossing right now. I don't know if it's any way similar. I think Stardew Valley is a little bit more. It's very laid back, but like it's even more realistic, I think, than Animal Crossing. If that's a good assumption to make. It's definitely a game I want to try at some point, especially after playing Animal Crossing, because I'm kind of into that whole vibe of playing those chill games. And a lot of people said to me that the reason why I love Animal Crossing so much and love those type of chill games so much is probably because it translates very well over from my love of Persona, where, like, if you think of it, I spent like 30 minutes yesterday in the batting cages in Persona 5. It does kind of, like, I guess, translate over in some way. But I definitely do want to try this, and I think that I've heard from many people that this is a really good game to pass the time. Joder R. Monsters Inc. Scare Island. Okay, this is an interesting one. I know it might sound weird and a bit unexpected, but hear me out. This is a pretty short game, but the controls are pretty simple, good, and fun. The graphics have this PS1 charm to them, and the music is really good, catchy, and can stand on its own even without the game. It's also kind of out of place, but fitting at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it. The soundtrack alone has me revisiting this game a lot. The jazz is good. I've replayed this game from start to finish so many times that I never get tired of it. Except the tutorial. Even with a really good track to go along with it, it's still a bit annoying to go through. Although it does make sure that the player knows the controls well and the objective for each level is made clear from the tutorial. The platforming is alright, but it's really bad in one level where there are meteors. Okay, that one level, it's that one level in every single game. Every single game has that one level, and I do agree. Sorry for the wall of text, but I really do recommend this game, and anyone looking for a neat little distraction with some pretty catchy music slapped into it. I think I played this game as a child. I think I might have played this game as a child. If you don't mind me, again, I don't read these until the video because I want to keep them kind of like spontaneous. Because like, I like to like see your picks like first time in the video. Yes, I've definitely played this game. This is a really good game. See, I don't doubt you at all. This is a really fun game. And the thing is about licensed games back then is that they were all so much fun. There was so much effort put into them, and like you can find some really good hidden gems when you look through like the old PS1 and PS2 catalog when it comes to licensed games. A perfect example is a game on the Wii called Space Chimps. If you haven't tried it, I do recommend it 100%. It's a good, like, good to average or average to good platforming game, but like was totally unexpected because it came out during the time of the movie of Space Chimps. And we don't really get those type of games anymore. I would really would like to get more of those type of games, more licensed games, especially games like this that were really super fun. Fantastic pick. I like the pick a lot. Thackeray Scroggins. No worry, Calvin, it happens. These weeks have been hectic for a lot of people, we understand. So this is in reference to the fact that I forgot to actually post the actual community video, which is because of all the stuff that's happening over the past month. My mind was completely everywhere else. But I will say really quickly in the middle of your comment, and I apologize with this, Thackeray, but everyone, I hope you're staying safe. I'd say the video game I like to pass the time with would be resource management games like SimCity, Frostpunk, Surviving Mars, or some survival game. I know I didn't technically pick one, but it's more of a genre that I find best to kill time. If I had to pick one, it'd be Harvest Moon, Tale of Two Towns. It's a super pretty game, and it's one of those games you can completely suck you in. I think I've seen this as well. These are games that I've always seen from afar, and again, I'm not a person who really grew up with like these type of games, but this is a game that I definitely seen from afar. I think, is it on, I'm trying to think now, is it on the 3DS? If it is, let me know, or if it's on one of those consoles. But I do know that like one of my favorite things to look at, and this sounds so weird, is Harvest Moon covers. I think the covers of the games are always really pretty, and I know that's not like really like much to go on when it comes to a game that like everyone freaking loves, but like the cover of the games have been super pretty. I watched a live stream one time, really cool as well. I think that's a great pick. Carlos McKenney. My favorite game to pass the time right now is Katamari Damacy Reroll. Oh my god, what an art style. Although it isn't the longest, that was me saying that by the way. Although it isn't the longest game in the world, I easily waste away hours rolling up everything and anything into my Katamari all all while doing it to some awesome and wacky tunes. The art style especially keeps the mood light and silly. Would highly recommend would highly recommend if you need a new way to blow off some steam. By the way, I had this a bit further away from my eyes, that's why I was reading really poorly. This game's art style is something I've admired so much. And again, there's so many games in this that I haven't played, but I guess that's true for everyone. You can't really play every single game in the world. I mean, some people probably have, but they're probably like 90 or something. I don't know how that works. They have a time machine. They have one of those Hermione Granger time turners, maybe that's how it works. But like, I truly appreciate the art style of this game. The furthest I've ever gone of like seeing this was, I think Game Grumps did some stuff on it, and like I think Funhouse did some stuff on it as well. But I never thought of this game as one to like pass the time. But then again, you can never really judge a book by its cover. So I'd definitely like to try this game out at some point. Coda Reeves. You might expect this from me by now, of course. It's definitely Breath of the Wild. Working on 100% in this game is so much fun. Even getting the 900 Korok seeds. In fact, all I've got to do left is upgrade my jewelry and boots and I'll be finally done. I am nowhere near that. And Coda is a huge fan of Breath of the Wild. You'll be able to tell easily. That's one of the great things about having kind of a smaller channel is that like you get to know a lot of your audience in a way of like, not in terms of friendship of course, but I mean in terms of like, you know, when they comment, you usually get to learn a little bit about them, or like at least like learn something that they are interested in the video itself. But yeah, Breath of the Wild is a game that is truly a time sinker, and I think it's a perfect game to play if you want to waste some time, and it's a perfect quarantine game. I know that's a weird thing to say, but like for me, it's definitely one of my favorite games if I would ever like be trapped on an island and I had like somehow had electricity. Breath of the Wild is a really good game to pick. I'm nowhere near that. I think I've collected like 50 Korok seeds. 900 Korok seeds is insane. But it shows you how like big that world is, that they can densely pack that much Korok seeds into one place. Annalise. Well, it's not really that like I have spare time that needs passing. We know that feeling, yes. But I would probably say Flight Rising. It's a little browser game where you raise a clan of dragons. It's easy to spend lots of hours just looking around, much less doing anything. See, again, this is a game I never heard of. See, that's like, and I do actually enjoy the diversity of the picks that come in these community videos. I think a few weeks or a few months back, we did your favorite consoles, and someone picked an iPhone 6. It was like, and like, there was actually like someone on Twitter, I think, that was like, you shouldn't allow that in, and I'm like, fuck off, man. Like, it's a console just like anything else. If it plays games, it's allowed. But like, yeah, that's, again, I haven't heard of this game, but I will say that thank you for adding to the diversity of this list. It's definitely gonna be one of those games that like I probably will never play if I'm being honest. But I do admire the fact that there are so many freaking games that I haven't heard of. I will be this every month. This video is, hey, Calvin, here's a bunch of games you never played, and Flight Rising is just another one. But like I will say, I do like dragons to some extent. Zanpan Khan. Generic answer, but Minecraft. It really is a soothing, fun, and relaxing game. Otherwise, funnily enough, I replayed the student life portion of Persona 5 as I find the real life aspects to be the best part of that game, and it's really relaxing. If you hadn't noticed, everyone's kind of, like, a bunch of people cheated, but like it's fine. Like, I think the one per person rule is kind of like out the window at this point. But I will say that like Minecraft was a game that like in the first year of college I sunk myself into completely. It was an easy game when you had little to no money, because like I think I got it free on my Vita, so I just had it on the Vita just playing Minecraft all the time, and it was such a perfect little companion on the train, like going around college if I had some spare time before I got to know everyone. It was a really, really fun time. And like while I didn't really get much into like the community of Minecraft or like the creativity of Minecraft, I did have a lot of fun just like living in that world and like doing nothing. And Persona 5 to me is one of my favorite games of all time. In fact, I truly believe that it is the third greatest game ever made. So like yes, the student lifetimes of that game are pretty goddamn relaxing. Never fast travel in that game. I can never fast travel. I love it so much. Daniel Garcia. To be honest, it would be Minecraft. Throughout the thick and thin of my life, it's always been that one game I have come to and really enjoy passing the time with. A close second would be Rocket League. Again, such a fantastic pick. Like, if you're thinking about like time-wasting games or games to pass the time, like Minecraft is it. Minecraft is it, and it's been huge for years. It had a resurgence recently. I think a lot had to do with like PewDiePie playing it again. But like, no one can doubt the power and the reach and honestly, the overall quality of Minecraft. Because while it is like the butt of a meme sometimes, it is a really well-made game. Only Sage, Minecraft or Breath of the Wild are both just incredibly beautiful games, and it's never getting boring. You can do whatever you want and easily pass the time because there's plenty of stuff to do. Once again, I think these are two very common answers for a reason. They are time passers in the general sense and in definition. Like going around Breath of the Wild, like you can shut off your brain for hours. And I remember when Breath of the Wild first came out, I really didn't like grasp the concept of the open world because I was so used to other Zelda games at this point. Because I played so many Zelda games in a row that were just kind of like this kind of like not linear, but like linear paths. And playing this open world game, I was like, well, what's the objective? But that's just the thing. The objective is all in your head, man. Even though there is a main objective, it's like, hey, just go around, do stuff, interact with this world, and you will be fine. And that's one of the most amazing things about Breath of the Wild. Cloud48004. Well, I don't play video games as long as I want to anymore. I do remember playing a lot of Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 2. Also, I did a lot of WarioWare Inc. Mega Party games for the GameCube with my friends. The best nights I ever had with my friends. This all of a sudden sent back this flush of memories. For me personally, when I was younger, it was Guitar Hero. Going to my friend's house to play Guitar Hero. And this is not a joke. We'd be like, hey, do you want to come over to my house Saturday and play some Guitar Hero? On my birthday, we all sat around and played Guitar Hero 3. I went to my friend's house because he just got Guitar Hero World Tour. And I eventually got it that year, but like it was so much fun, like so exciting to play this with your friends. And I guess if I am recommending the game, it would be like Guitar Hero because that does pass the time very well. But also at the same time, you mentioned Sonic Adventure 2. Time for a confession. I've never played a Sonic game. Joe Mansu, am I pronouncing that properly? Please correct me. I'm so bad at this. I think I pronounce it a different way every single time. I find making houses in The Sims 4 very relaxing. Whenever I have some spare time, I jump into the game and spend hours and hours designing a house and decorating it. Alright. Right, okay? Listen to me now. The Sims was not only like one of my favorite games growing up, but remember Sims 1 and 2, 1 especially, playing it on the PlayStation 2, I was obsessed with the idea that this game is just about living. And I would always pick the Goth family because they had the most furniture and like their house is the most furnished and they already had a family set. So I didn't want to create my own family. I just used the Goth family. And they had this amazing house. But Sims 4 is a game that I actually haven't got to try out yet. Which is probably a criminal because as a person who played every single Sims game coming up to Sims 4 and was obsessed with each one, I don't know why I fell off. It was probably because at the time when Sims 4 originally released, it didn't have amazing reviews, but as time went on, it became a game that like everyone was obsessed with. And I think that's the case with most things in Sims. It matters more what the fans think about it than the critics, which I know people have like a thing against critics, but for me personally, I'm like, you know, I love a lot of video game critics, love a lot of video game journalists. But for me personally, I think eventually we're going to have to do like a series or something on Sims 4. We have to do it eventually. Logo C, Animal Crossing New Horizons. It couldn't have come out at a better time with what's going on outside. I miss going out in public. I get how you feel, man. It is really, really daunting. And like, Minecraft is... sorry, not Minecraft. Animal Crossing New Horizons. I got it too. And for the first while before Persona 5 Royal came out, it was like non-stop. I played it. I think I played 70 hours of this game, maybe 60 to 70 hours of this game. And every morning, I still do this thing, even though I'm not playing it like as my main game anymore. Every morning I wake up, I shake the trees for my fruit, I hit the rocks for my iron and my stone and my clay and stuff, and then I go on and sell my stuff. I talk to every villager, I make sure everything's like working out with all the rest of the parts of town, and then I just log off. It's like one of the most perfect experiences ever. But as a long form game, it works so much as well, because while people might say like there's not an infinite number of stuff to do, there truly is. Having nothing to do is all in the person's head. If you have nothing to do in Animal Crossing, that's all on you, because I never was without stuff to do in that game. Mohan Gruel, your videos help me pass the time. Right in the heart bone. Oh, thank you. But for a game, I say it's Super Mario Galaxy. I've been replaying it and it's super fun. Well, that's never going to be played on my channel, right? Because nobody wants it. Nobody wants Mario Galaxy. Everyone has told me do not play Mario Galaxy on this channel. It's pretty crazy. Wink, wink. Everyone's like, don't play it. It's like the worst game ever. Wink, wink. They totally didn't tell me like that it's one of the best games ever and I should play it like right now. Yeah, I just kind of gets upsetting sometimes when people trash that game so much in my comment section, you know? Before I move on, I should probably say that's a joke. That's a joke. Everyone wants me to play Mario Galaxy, I know. But I think it's always funny to like remind people that like, you know, I know you're requesting this game and it will be played eventually, and sometimes I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with that. You know, it's like the 1,000-Year Door. I think I get the 1,000-Year Door requested once per day, and at this point it will be played, but who knows. But Mario Galaxy, man, I own both games. It's time we do a Let's Play, Calvin. King Bard OG. Minecraft. Again, I don't think anything else can be really said about Minecraft. A shorter video this week, or a shorter video this month, honestly, because there wasn't that many submissions, and that is down to me being late, and I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, I don't think an apology is truly needed, because so much was going on last month, whether it be like me being sent home from work. Don't worry, I'm still getting paid. And I have to let people know that just so they don't, because I don't want people being like, I'll donate this to you or whatever, which like is not this channel, because that will never be this channel. Well, maybe not never, but we'll see down the line, 10 years down the line. I'm like 36-year-old Calvin, 35-year-old Calvin sitting here on my chair being like, hey, donate some money for Monster Inc. Scare Island Part 1. You know, we never know what's gonna happen. But I will see you guys very soon, and thank you for commenting and submitting your comments and your commenting comments of commentum. Yes.